All right, this is Lucas Faust here. I'm with, is it Zainab? Is that how you say your first name, Z?
Zainab, yep.
Zainab Martello of Z's Market here in Bozeman. They've agreed to be our business of the month, and we're thrilled to have them on board. Z, let's just learn a little bit about you. First of all, I'm going to ask you this question. I ask everybody the same first question. Setting, your faith and your family aside, and even your business aside, setting those three things aside. What's the passion in your life, Z? What gets you out of bed in the morning?
The fact that I'm healthy and I have a business that I love going to every day, and I'm not just hiding from, oh, I don't want to go to this job. You know what I mean? I'm
Love your
excited.
job. What do you love most about running your own business and having your own place?
It's just what do I love most about it? Well, I loved inviting customers and talking to customers and providing like a little family style atmosphere, feel close to people, share my culture with them, show them, feed them simple things that just simply makes them happy. But lately I can't even invite people over, so I don't know.
Sure. Well, tell us a little bit about where'd you grow up? Tell us a little bit about that. Was it Turkey? Is that where you grew up?
I grew up in Istanbul, Turkey. My dad was a lawyer.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. My mom was a housewife, and I went to private school and then learned some English. And then my parents decided, we're just going to send you to live with your uncle for about a year. My uncle was a professor at MSU, and he was educated in US, so he just settled here. So I came and lived with him for a year, and that's the rest is my parents moved here a year later, and now we're all here. So
well, great.
yeah.
So your uncle who taught, what did he teach?
He taught international business. He taught marketing for many years at MSU, and I just lived with him and learned how to adjust to US. He was like, well, you're in US, so I know in Turkey you couldn't do this, but you can get a job here in a few years. So my first job was Burger King.
Great.
And then
what was the biggest change you noticed being in Istanbul? I mean, that's a major metropolitan area versus, it was a cow town when you moved here, probably, huh?
It was kind of, I was like, is this it? Well, we had a summer house there. So I was in the middle of my summer vacation with my friends. And then towards the end of it, I came here and it was snowy. So it was like, okay, I don't know. It was kind of scary, but
a little bit of a shock, I suspect. So you still have family back in Turkey?
Yeah, I still have all my family there. My cousins are kind of scattered. Like one of them is in London, the other was in Sweden. I still have cousins in Turkey. But I just have basically my brother, my mom and dad who live in US. My parents live in Bozeman. My brother is an engineer in San Francisco, but he just bought a house here.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just us. Like, that's it.
How'd you decide to start your business? Where did that come from? Just out of the blue, or what?
Pretty much like when I met Mark at a bar.
At a bar, okay. All great stuff starts at a bar. I'll tell you what, boy.
We met at our bar.
Okay.
Before it exploded, but anyway, it turned out that I worked at a law firm. I worked for Angel Coyle and Bartlett upstairs as a receptionist, and then he was downstairs. He worked at the radio station, but I didn't know that when I met him. And then he kind of stalked me. So we met anyways. And then, so yeah, we started dating. We got married. And then it all started when we went to Turkey on our honeymoon. By this time, I already worked at the law firm for 4 years. So I was kind of like,
done. Yeah, we're done with this. Yeah. But
So
then you moved
he,
on, and so did you start in the same location where you are now, or where did you start?
no, Marx encouraged me. He was like, why don't we do a farmer's market?
Oh,
I wanted to sell textiles. I wanted to sell like really pretty curtains, towels, and stuff like that. And I somehow got free samples enough to start selling those at the market. I originally wanted to open like a retail type of shop, so I wanted to test it out. Well, it was a little bit, I don't know, they didn't sell so hot. So
yeah.
I was like, why don't I just lure customers in with making some baklava? And then that's kind of, and then I added the hummus. And then from then on, that same summer, they loved it so much that I went to Town and Country and asked them if I could get it in there. And then the flavors started happening because Americans love flavor. And after that was kind of it. The restaurant thing, I don't know. The restaurant thing happened. That started the farmers markets.
Oh,
Then I think we went there again. Then Mark got the idea about the cones, so we bought Frank's. What was it? Frank's. What was that place? The restaurant. Anyways, we bought Frank's old hot dog cart for $900, and then we put the broiler on it. Then for like 5-6 years, we just did Bogart Market and stuff like that. Then we started running out of space. We were like, we need a cooler, and my parents were kind of like, you know, nah. They were like, are you like a gypsy? Like, because like
that's what
from,
gypsies do. Yeah, they have the same thing in Bulgaria. They have little carts all over the
yeah, I
doggone
mean,
place. Yeah,
my dad was a lawyer. I mean, I don't know, you don't do stuff like that where I come from. Usually, like
sure.
here, it's okay though, right? So we started, but my parents were just kind of really like questioning it for a
What
while.
are you thinking? What are you thinking, Z? This is not what you should
Then
be
I
doing.
then I decided it's enough. We're running out of cooler space, so we need a place. Like,
Yeah.
so we just found that one spot. We looked everywhere, but downtown was too expensive, and I went to this place where I am now a couple of times back and forth, and I was like, I feel like this is the place. Like, I think this is it. So,
Good.
and the rent was reasonable, so that's how it started.
And how many years have you been at the same location?
I think it's going to be 10 years
Oh
this
my gosh.
November.
Well, that's great. That is, what do you like most about living in Montana? I mean, you could live anywhere in the world, Z. You've been all over a lot. What do you like most about living here?
Actually, honestly, I haven't been all over a lot. Like, I strictly came from Istanbul, Bozeman, but I traveled a little bit. I think I love that it's just really small. And I mean, people would like say hi to me when I first came here, like, or like when you're driving, like I was driving with my uncle, everybody would go like this. Like, I'm like, what is that? Like, why are people, why are people doing this? We don't know them. Anyways, but yeah, I don't know. I love camping, and I'm a huge fisherman. Like, I love, and I don't do fly fishing. I just do regular, like,
Yeah,
I've been, but I just love camping and fishing, and not into skiing. So I don't know. I
that's
don't know.
fair.
But
Absolutely.
I mean, my parents went through a tough time here a little bit, so I kind of stuck by them. So I
Mhm.
didn't really go anywhere. I kind of went to school. I was here with them, helping them with language and all that stuff. So I didn't really. My brother was the break. He took off, but I kind of stayed here with them. So I don't
Well,
know.
your brother's come back. Is he working from home a lot and as an engineer, sending stuff to San Francisco, et cetera, or is he working in Bozeman?
He's right now. He's working in Bozeman because I mean, people. It's not good there right now. So
Sure.
um, he Um, my dad, during this Corona time, my dad found out he has cancer.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's nice, and he's been wanting to buy a place here forever. I mean, he's like in his 40s now, so my mom is like, okay, you need to grow up. He lives with his girlfriend in San Francisco, but he bought a house here, and so I think it's good that we're all here now, kind of.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to commute and go there a lot, but he's here at least for 6 months, so.
Well, good. Well, Z, I want to thank you for being our business of the month. We really appreciate it. And what's your favorite thing to make at your restaurant? The number, and don't say the Olympian with egg, because only one person in the world is dumb enough to do that. That's me. So what's your favorite thing to make at your market?
Oh, geez. Everything, not just one. You
I mean,
want
your
me to pick?
baklava is one thing. What else?
I would say that's not my favorite thing to make because that's like really labor
That's
intensive.
time. Yeah.
Um, God, I don't know. Grape leaves. I like everything really. I like the sauces, the rice, everything that's simple. I love making. Like the rice, the the sauces, my sauces. I think because I make them from scratch pretty
Yeah.
often.
Well,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Well, Z, thank you again. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to turn the recording off, but thanks again. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a good day. Say hi to Heather.
I absolutely will.
All
So.
right. Bye.